show, we are having another Sunday Write Lab between 2 p.m. and 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. If you find this information valuable, please like and subscribe. Please help me feed the algorithm by poking the like button. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of August. Push that button, please. And if, and only if, you like my variety show of ASMR art, tarot, and poetry. So today, I will show you how to write a cut-up poetry in 90 minutes or less. We're going to do two methods of this. And please stay to the end because I will introduce you to a method of writing that I invented about 10 years ago. Hello, Jeff. Thank you for joining us. I'm just going to go through my spiel here. And I'm going to go through my spiel on how to write a cut-up poem in 90 minutes or less. So if you are watching this on the playback, feel free to increase the speed and jump past the quiet moments. The playback will also serve as an autonomous sensory meridian response sleep aid. And we all know how we need sleep aids here. My voice is a sleep aid for many. So William S. Burroughs, let's just move on here. We'll move on. William S. Burroughs is a famous American poet and artist who championed cut-up poetry. He was born in St. Louis, Missouri on February 5th, 1914, and he lived till 1997. He exited his body and returned back to the source on August 2nd, 1997. He exited the earth at Lawrence, Kansas. Thank you. ASMR and Reiki as ASMR. I should go look at some of that up. Actually, I have seen some of that Reiki stuff like this. Boom, boom, boom. Let's just pull out those negative thoughts. Those thoughts about politics that get into your head and serve no purpose but to give you fear. So I'm pulling these thoughts out, and I'm putting in these other thoughts. Put your imagination cap on. We are going to enter into imagination land. We are going into imagination land, and we are going to create beautiful, random poems. Was he the creator of Cheers? No. Charles Bukowski, maybe that, but William Burroughs did the cut-up method of poetry in the 1950s and 1960s. So I'll go on with my spiel. I like this method of writing because it is a tool to jumpstart your creative voice. Using this method will open your mind to poems and stories you would never have thought to compose. And that is the beauty of random writing. And if you find this writing technique intriguing, please look up William S. Burroughs up on the Google to see and read his poetry. And please share this video with your friends. Thank you. So the tools you will need to do this method is 1. Printed text. 2. Scissored. 3. Just some plain old paper. 4. Glue stick. An open mind, heart, and your imagination. So the William S. Burroughs cut-up method is you cut a bunch of text up, you shove it in a paper bag, and you pull out 10 lines. You pull out 10 lines and you arrange them on the page in a linear order, and that becomes your poem. But I will show you a poem of my own. I won't do the William S. Burroughs ones because they are copyrighted and they are still under copyright because they are works of art as well. This is a poem called Agonism. Agonism. The end, in a nutshell, is a hearse. The opportunity, excitement, curiosity. It didn't occur to me I lost control. The urge was illegal. Beyond words. Oh yes, he's dead. Maybe. That is one. Back in 2010, I taught a creative process workshop at Seattle Central Community College. It was a non-credit workshop. And if you stay to the end of this presentation, I know not all of you can, I have a method of writing that I came up with myself that is, I've not seen anyone else do it. So I'm going to showcase that at the end of this presentation. So let's do another example of a cut up poetry in the style of William S. Burroughs, but William S. Burroughs did not come up with it. My understanding in the history of this is that this cut-up method goes back to ancient times, to the beginning of the printing press, to the way back time, And so we're going to do some putting some thoughts into your mind. Who are you now? Live, breathe, touch. Touch, touch, touch. That lady in blue, flip, flops, flippity flop. The elements of the present crisis, more like found art. Flip, flop, flippity flop, flippity flop, 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 flop. Okay, so let's get crack-a-lacking. We're gonna cut some text, and we're going to put them in this paper bag, here, and we will pull out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lines, words, phrases, and put them onto a piece of paper. And that will become our poem. And that is the William S. Burroughs cut-up method technique of writing. And before we begin, one thing I've noticed is that in order for this method of writing to work, you must have an open heart. You must have an open mind. You must be open to receive a story, off of the printed word, to find that key line, to find that key phrase, to put it all together. And thank you, Jeff, for watching. And if you are just joining us, please feel free to push the like and subscribe button, and we will get going. I will tell you about advanced poems later. But first, a blank sheet of paper. A blank sheet of paper is what we will need. Now, Just to prove to you that you can find poetry anywhere, we will find a poem out of this Oregon Voters Pamphlet. One doesn't think that you can find poetry in a Voters Pamphlet, but you can. You can, and we will. We will find a poem in this Voters Pamphlet. Because what could be more boring than reading a Voters Pamphlet? And Oregon was founded in 1859, in case you didn't know. We'll just kind of go through this and find some words. Find some words. And I have a pair of scissors here. Scissors. Scissors. I used to do this to the dog. The dog would go running back when I was a kid and hadn't learned the art of empathy. Scissors. Words. Poetry from boring words. I saw something here. There must be something here on this page. Don't be fooled. I'm going to take that whole friend line. Don't be fooled. And if you were watching this on the playback, as I stated before, that you can speed up the process. 1.25 is a good speed. And skip ahead. Don't forget to skip ahead past these boring parts when I am clipping words and throwing them into this bag. Paper bag. Paper. 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 Council member, mixed translations, original tone, meaning, culturally appropriate. Let's just do that. Accurate, retain, original. I'm going to take that whole line. Maybe we'll cut it in half. Cut some of it out. Can you see here what I'm doing? You can do this on your own. This is something you can do on your own without your screen. Clip, clip. A slow, deliberate clip. The slow one goes through the shield. No one is watching this. This is the most boring show in the world. And in this boring show, I will put you to sleep. The original tone in meaning in a culturally appropriate manner. Retain the original tone and meaning in a culturally appropriate manner. I will put this whole line in the bag. We will cut it up if we need to cut it further. We are 15 minutes in. Less than 90 minutes. We Maine in for this process of writing a William S. Burroughs styled cut up poem. There are no words on this. Oh, there is a word on this page. Remember. Remember. To remember. Dates to remember. Do you remember that first date you had the other day? Was it a disaster? Was it illuminating? Was it the best time of your life? A date to remember. I have some of those. I have a date to remember, but I will leave it a big mystery right now. A person flashed in and flashed out because they got bored and moved on. Bored and move on. Drop sight. Know your rights. There's nothing on this page. Maybe intimidation. 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 I am not. There we go. Targeted surveillance. Obstructing or obstructing. Purposefully obstructing. Targeted surveillance. Whoever said there isn't good words in a voter's pamphlet? Slow, deliberate clippings. We will take some of these words here. I think there are good words here. Dissuade, obstruct, targeted surveillance, targeted surveillance, targeted. Now we can't take all the words from here. Targeted surveillance, obstructing, interfering with purpose. With your ability, I'm going to cut this whole line up. Your ability to, and we're going to drop the word vote right off. I don't really need that word. How much drama can I put into this? And that itself is a poetry technique to use your voice to speak, to let the words, your emotions. I once heard a poem by a guy named Big Papa E. He read a super Walmart receipt. He put emotion. He put emotion into each word. The poem itself, the list was boring, but the emotion he put into it made the story. And that too is a part of poetry. And we're going to do that here. We're going to do that soon. The next Write Lab we will do will be in oral techniques, in oral delivery, in bringing out emotions in the words, and turning boring words into a story. And doesn't that sound fun? Doesn't it sound fun? Am I not merciful? Disability, accessible resources available. Sign. What if I cannot sign? What if I cannot sign my signature, stamp, indicator, signature, indicator, stamp? You have the right to vote. You have the right. You have the right to live in this world. You have the right to be free. You have the right. The right. The right to be free and happy. A measure have not been verified for accuracy. A political party information provided, statements or arguments by a candidate. By a candidate. Maybe that's all there is in this book. Progressive campaign finance reform, invest in Oregon military spending, complete your ballot, working families, parties, check your ballot carefully, check for errors. For errors, and that is the last line I am going to use here. And I think I'm going to use this book for paper mache on Tuesday night. Another paper mache day like last night. Last night we did a magic thing. Magic. A thing. Let's see, what else? Anything else? Anything at all? Residential customer of Yamhill County. Nonpartisan Chris Hoy, Roxanne Belts. All right. Enough voters pamphlet. Enough of that. Check for errors into here. Verbal or physical threats into the bag. Targeted surveillance into the bag. Purposefully obstructing and interfering into the bag. And what else am I going to put into this bag? Let's go to this book. We're looking like we're probably only going to do one poem, and then I will do that other thing. Artistic Oasis. That sounds like a good term to use. Artistic Oasis. Probably we will also do an advanced cutout lab someday. Artistic Oasis. Here. I hear, there, I hear. It is here, right now. Right now, I am speaking here. Can you hear me? Here, there, everywhere. There is hair and an advanced collage we could do here today. But I think I will do that another day, an advanced collage, cut up poem, trending It's trending. It's the trend. Win it at the Hugo House. Win it. Win it. It. House. Word. Art. 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 And the tarot was accurate when I read 4 viewers. House works. Word. House works. Word. House works. Uh-oh, I cut that word off. Word. No Hugo here. And let's put those words in the bag. We'll put it in the bag. Into the bag it goes. Into the bag. Into the bag, a cauldron of spells, of words, of magic right here for us to use in a minute. If you are still here. Oh, there's 2 people here. Welcome, 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 welcome. We are just cutting out words from this page. Words to create into something beautiful. Science, sci-fi, fine art. Bombshell, the better bombshell. One piece, the better bombshell. Maybe that is a word that will work. I am not sure. Listen. Listen to the sound of the scissors making paper noises. Locked metal door. You know what? I'm going to take this behind. When we descend behind a locked metal door. When we descend behind a locked metal door. I'm going to put this aside. The bombshell, the better bombshell, we will put right in here. And maybe we have enough words to start. But I just don't feel like we have enough to start. Seeking green, seeking green. Hello, Care Bear. I don't think Jeff is still here anymore. He popped out because he has his own show to do. And we are cutting up words for the William S. Burroughs cut up poetry technique. And I am trying to stay in character this whole time. Seeing green, kinetic. We are in an artist in motion today. Kinetic, yes. Seeking kinetic green. This is kinetic art today. Building Echo Gold in brass. Well, I think to make this one work, we are going to kinetic captures. Seeing green kinetic captures a building in brass, and then we will remove the seeing green from it. We'll remove that. And these go into the bag like this. And the William S. Burroughs method is you clip and cut and clip and cut words and phrases from printed text, throw them into a bag, and pull them out. Pluck, pluck, pluck. 10 lines out, and as you pull them out, you put them down on the page, and that is your poem. On sale now. Enjoy taste. Enjoy taste. Spectacular tastes. Enjoy tastes. You know, we're going to take this part of the line because it might actually work. Showbox Sodo, I saw a band called Sky Cries Mary there many, many years ago. Inherent dialogue of specters. The victorious aliens. Let's go a little faster here. A little faster here. If you're there watching and you haven't pushed the like button, please do. And please subscribe. I'm begging you. I'm just a poor begging YouTube random guy here. If you look at someone in the eye for 8 seconds, you'll sleep together in the factory. I'm gonna take that whole line. And I will cut in the possibly, actually, in the factory. Dialogue of the species. Yeah, let me see, where is that at? Victorious aliens. Dialogue of specters. Dialogue of specters. Where's that at? Oh, there it is. Dialogue of specters. That's a great line, isn't it? Dialogue of specters. Yeah, that does sound cool. Thank you, Care Bear. We keep making the dialogue of specters. And I need to have that victorious aliens. So in that, I'm going to, takes off her shirt. Crazy. There's lots of good words on this page. Too many, in fact. Goes crazy. Woman takes off her shirt, goes crazy. Uncomfortable. Okay. Let us begin. I'm going to take those words. Well, you know what? Okay. Into the bag. And 10 lines. 10 lines. I don't know what that was. Victorious aliens. Okay. Fully randomize this thing. And here comes Sleep Together in the Factory, yes. Okay. This is the William Burroughs cut up poetry. First one here, 10 lines out to make this thing. Here, the better bombshell. Seeing green. So I got two things here. Seeing green, check for errors. The better bombshell, the original tone and meaning. Seeking green, check for errors. Don't be fooled by false information. The white doves are flying out back. And then we have victorious aliens rotisserie chickens for 8 seconds. Lit as before for 8 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 more lines to make this poem. File a complaint. File a complaint, maybe. Translations accessible. And one more line. Here we go. And this is what came out. Dates to remember. And so here is that poem using the William S. Burroughs random paper bag randomize form. And we will read it in a best poetic voice. Hear the better bombshell. The original, the better bombshell retain the original tone and meaning in a culturally appropriate manner. Seeing green, check for errors, don't be fooled by false information. The victorious aliens lit as before, rotisserie chickens for 8 seconds. File a complaint, translations accessible, dates to remember. And it's not dates, it is date to remember. The date to remember. Where they came from. When a woman takes off her shirt, goes crazy, it is uncomfortable. Maybe this as a last phrase to bring it all home. Dates to remember, where they came from, whatever kingdom lent them, that imprecise phantom, where they came from, that imprecise phantom. A woman takes off her shirt, goes crazy, it is uncomfortable. And I think that is how. And so what we're going to do here is we're just going to use our friend Mr. Glue Stick here. And we will make this poem come to life. But I think I need to do some cutting here because this line, retain the original tone, the better bombshell, and meaning. I'm going to cut it right there. Thank you. Meaning accurate and retain the better bombshell. Retain the original tone and meaning. Here, the better bombshell. Retain the original tone and meaning. Seeing green. A culturally appropriate manner. Culturally appropriate. Cultural manner. Cultural manner. Appropriate. A culture. I don't know. That doesn't make sense. But then again, this is random. Seeing green. Don't be fooled by false information. A culture. No, this line doesn't work in here at all. But here, this is it. And so, let me have a sip of water. We will use the glue stick. It's very simple to use a glue stick. It's just like chapstick. I'm going to put the chapstick on here. This is, your lips are right about here, right? No, they're right about here. Okay. Let's just glue this on. A little glue for you here. Here is the glue. Here. The better bombshell. And let's just do this glue up close and personal so you can just see really good how it's done. Just in case you forgot how to use the glue, you need to inch it along with your finger. See how that's done? the better here, the better bombshell. And this one's a little bit more delicate here. Retain the original intent and manner, the meaning and manner, the original tone, intent and meaning. Seeing green, I will pluck out the green. Seeing green, I see green. I see green, people. Check for errors if you see green, 'cause you never know. You might be seeing blue and not green. You might be seeing yellow or gold, or you might be seeing something entirely different. Check for errors when you see, because you don't want to be fooled. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Start on your adventure, jumping off the cliff into the great unknown like a fool and his dog. The fool and his dog. The adventure starts here. Oh, looks like I lost some of that. Don't be fooled by false information. Oh no, it's sticking my fingers. I got sticky fingers. Look, sticky fingers. Don't stop that. Stop that. It's gonna tear it apart. Jim, it's gonna tear it apart. We gotta slow down. We can't do this warp for so long. Jim. Oh no, it tore it apart. We gotta do these victorious aliens here. The victorious aliens. I am only truly been myself, alone in a room with a camera like this. This is who I am inside. For 8 seconds, I am this, the victorious aliens, lit as before, a rotisserie chicken going round and round and round for 8 seconds. Translations accessible. File a complaint. File a complaint. No, you're right. It does go like this. Translations accessible. Just in case you didn't get the memo, to understand that the victorious aliens will let you go around the rotisserie, around and round and round, and accessible on their flying saucers in a culturally appropriate manner to file a complaint. This poem expands out a little bit more with more glue for you to do. Dates to remember. Let's see what else I can do here. You should see this. See me with a glue gun. I always get sticky fingers. I approve of sticky fingers. You should See me with a glue gun. It's like defining a poem. It's like defining a poem with sticky fingers. You should see me with a glue gun. Oh, sweet, the white doves are back and flying outside, sleeping together in the factory. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Specters, specters. The dialogue of specters. The poem in the chat is kinetic. Kinetic energy, motion moving through you, to me, to the universe. Kinetic energy moving through you, through me, through the universe. I can feel that. Can you feel that? Charles Bukowski, William Burroughs, Henry James, Robert Frost, Walt Whitman, Allen Ginsberg, howling at the moon. A typewriter, clickety clackety clickety clackety clack 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 clack. Poetry in the words. Poetry in the words. That 8 second, despite the inherent, the incoherent. To file a complaint, I need some more words to use right now. I want another set of words because I think it needs just a little bit more to complete this poem. Ghosts are beyond. File a complaint. Barnyard church. Ghosts beyond. Too late to help. Suppress the secret. There we go. It's in this phrase. File a complaint. Suppress the secret. Too late to help. Too late. The barnyard. And I am going to cut out some words here. Cut out some words. Cut out some words. This poem is almost complete. Dates to remember. I remember some dates. Some dates in the past. That first date when I was so shy, I forgot her name. We were at a youth legislative session. I went there for another girl who I had a crush on, but nothing ever became of that. But while at the youth legislator camp, I met this girl from who knows where, Oregon. We went to a dance. I danced with her all night, but I forgot her name. I had forgotten her name. Love, suppress the secret. Love, suppress the secret. Love, suppress the secret. To file a complaint. Love. I saw that word here someplace. Love, suppress. I'm just going to write it in. Love, suppress the secret. That is the word that goes there. Thank you, Care Bear. On the others, we have to have sex, to suppress the secret. I'm just going to put that word down. I know I have it here. File a secret. Love, suppress the secret. I'm going to take this phrase here. The bullet. All right. Thank you for being here, Karen. Thank you for helping me to write this poem. And there's your word there. Love, to suppress the secret. Too late to help. To have sex in barnyard. It is church. Ghosts are beyond. Some words we do not know. Dates to remember. Dates to remember. Love, file a complaint. Love, to suppress the secret. Too late to help. Too late. Too late to have sex in barnyard. In barnyard. Church. It is church. It is church. Paris, ghosts are beyond. Paris from ghosts beyond. Paris, ghosts are beyond. Some words we do not know. Some words we don't know. Some words we don't know. Dates to remember. Dates to remember. 30 from 30 worries distilled. Consequential plan, deliberate seeming people of their consequent, their faces turning inward. It is uncomfortable, their faces turning inward. Isn't that good? Deliberate seeming people, their faces turning inward. Uncomfortable. And there is the poem. And I'm going to cross some things out here too, maybe. We are at 1 hour, and then I will read this poem one last time and move on to the next part of the workshop. The next part. The good part. Tickets are for sale right now. Just keep watching and stay to the end. Be entertained by a voice of a random guy on YouTube. Because you too can do this. This method works for anyone. Clip words, phrases, sentences, pieces of sentences, pieces of words, and throw them into a bag and pull them out one at a time. And that is the William S. Burroughs poetry method. And we modified it just ever so slightly as we went along, editing this as we went along. Dates to remember, where they came from. That imprecise phantom. I am going to... I gotta make some decisions here. Dates to remember, where they came from. Whatever kingdom has left only that imprecise, has where they came from, has left that imprecise phantom when a woman takes off her shirt, goes crazy. It is uncomfortable. Their faces turning inward, like if you look someone in the eye. It's almost like it's done. There might be one last line here. Their faces turning inward, like a promise to do homework. If you look someone in the eye, accurate information. If you look somebody in your eye, meant to stop you, express, implied, express, their faces turning inward, express, to force you, for a particular, there's something here, it's here. The last, there is more, to force you from the voter's pamphlet. There is poetry in the voter's pamphlet. I have showed that, demonstrated that today. I think that we can do this. Intent to dissuade, taking videos, tracking voters, dates to remember, where they came from, kingdom, except whatever kingdom, where they came from. I'm just going to loosely cross this out. Where they came from has left that imprecise phantom. When a woman takes off her shirt, goes crazy, it is uncomfortable. Their faces turning inward, meant to stop you. Express or implied, meant to stop you if you look someone in the eye. Don't be alarmed by the silence. It is unbelievable how accurate tarot can be. I am actually pretty stunned. Meant to stop you if you look someone in the eye. Their faces turning inward, meant to stop you if you look someone in the eye for a particular measure. That makes it kind of really interesting. Implied, expressed or implied a particular measure. Express, implied a particular a particular measure. I am almost out of. Let's put this on here. The glue, 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 glue. In the eye, express or implied a particular measure. I wonder what that means. Sometimes you do these poems and you do not know what they mean. And this is done. I will read it to you, and then we will do the last thing, do that one last thing, and call it a day. So it is a cut out poem, William S. Burroughs method, in under 90 minutes. Here, the better bombshell, the original tone and meaning, seeing green, check for errors. Don't be fooled by false information. Don't be fooled by the victorious aliens lit as before. You, a rotisserie chicken for 8 seconds. You. I need to find that word, you. Lit as before. Lit as before. You, a rotisserie chicken for 8 seconds. Translations accessible in a culturally appropriate manner. File a complaint. Love. Suppress the secret. Too late to have sex in a barnyard. It is church. Paris from church. Paris. Ghosts are beyond. Some words we don't know. Dates to remember. Where they came from has left that imprecise phantom. When a woman takes off her shirt, goes crazy. It is uncomfortable. Faces turning inward like meant to stop you. Faces turning inward meant to stop you. If you look someone in the eye, express or imply a particular measure in time. Written on the 999 ASMR Tarot on 7/28 2024, or is this the 29th? I don't know anymore, but let's go. So I'm going to move on. Moving on, we're going to put some of these things away into there, into here, maybe that, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, there we go. There we go. So an advanced cut up collage poem will form an abstract image that will serve as an accent to the overall meaning. And so what we did today was that paper bag method. And as I said above, there is a method that I came up with about a decade ago. It's called the reverse cross out method. Now, earlier we did cross out poetry, and this is a cross out poem that I did like in 2010. And as you can see, this is just a copy of it. The poem is all crossed out here, and this is what the poem is. In the reverse cross out method, what you do is, and this would be harder to do here, but in the reverse cross out method, what you do is you go through, you do a word count of the total piece. You pull out your poems, and then you put it back in, and you write a story around that poem that you pulled out. And so let's do this as an example. I, Joe Cock, have stars in my eyes, stars at my feet, sweetheart spread out, gaze at Ock. I lie back to watch the Milky Way. The starscape is vaster than that musty scent, that spicy aroma, stars above, stars below, set near the foothills of gold. Gold bypassed the town. Misfortune became extant. And that is all in this article here about Jacksonville, or it doesn't really matter what it's about. I don't remember what I put it from, but this is the cross out. This is the reversal. And in the reversal is that you will use the exact same number of words in the original piece that you plucked this poem from. You pluck the words out one by one by one. Pluck, pluck. I, Joe Cock, have stars in my eyes, stars at my feet. Sweetheart spread out, gaze on Ock. I lie back to watch the Milky Way. The starscape is vaster than that musty scent, that spicy aroma. Stars above, stars below, set near foothills of gold. Gold bypassed the town. Misfortune became extant. Misfortune became extant. I met this old man down at the public market flipping fish. He said, my name is Joe Cock. I have stars in my eyes and stars at my feet. Puzzled at the meaning of his words. One day when I went out walking with one of my sweethearts at night, just after one of those summer rainstorms with electricity still crackling in the air, I gazed down at the street, wet in oily slicks, and noticed spread out on the ground stars. The pinpoints didn't come out from beyond the sky, but were very much local. I smiled as I gazed on Joe Cock's apocalyptic moment. In the summer, I get away on the high plains where the air is crispy and clear. I like to lie back and lounge against a log to watch the Milky Way as it churns across the cosmos through the holes in the canopy of lodgepole pines. To watch the Milky Way. The starscape is faster than the sea of juniper sage. I waded through to reach this grove. The musty scent of a skunk blew in from the crow, sprayed by that creature's spicy aroma. The stars above are street lamps. The stars below are the reflections of an old man might see with back bent double from a century of work on his way home, trudging up hills through the rain. He told me of his home, how the sun set near the foothills of Gold Mountain. As a boy and then a man, he dreamed of finding gold. He panned for it, but luck bypassed him at the town when he was robbed of all he had found. Misfortune struck him again when his wife died with the birth of his son. He moved to the sea city to become a fisherman. Poverty became his modus operandum in his dreams. He would wake the cry of his still son extant in his ears. Anyway, that is a reverse cross out poem or a story. So in this, as I stated, you do your cross out and you do it on the in the form that it is, and then you pluck those words out, you pluck those words out, you pluck those words out, and from there you reconstruct a story based around those words in that order that they were at, to the best of your best of your ability, and at the end, then you have a new story. These words become the genesis of a new story. So and this is that story. And I have it here. I tried to hit the highlight button so we could do this, but I guess I did it all wrong. All wrong, all wrong, all wrong. Everything is all wrong today. Let me try a poem or two out of my bag of poems for you. This was the poem of today. And there is more. Where is my thing? Where is it? It is right here. Here, 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 there, everywhere. So I have this whole thing of cross out poems. And let's do this one together. Maybe this one too. We'll just do two more examples and then we're going to close this stream out. Three. Yeah, three. I think this one's in my book, Found on Bathroom Walls. Okay. Sample. What she said was my best friend crushed all the bones with free pins. I will always love Jesus, you a-hole. That's what she said. When I grew up, I want to get stoned. Why is the cat food not veal? And I wrote that 4/25/2011. Demystify a wild monologue, decaying naked. Smoke signals push up 25 looters making Monday worth the trip. Expressive letter. Expressive letter. Expressive letter. Sometimes it is easy to dream, to dream. M plus sausage to know. 20, 49, 43, 6, 4, 18, 28, 29, 30, 32, 37, 45, 20, 49, 43, 6, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. M plus sausage to know, helping the law of love, the law of love, the law of love. Take me home high on money and want. Buy me a happy life. Take me home high on money and want. Buy me a happy life with a lotto ticket tonight. Sometimes it is easy to dream the experience. These numbers will help you tomorrow's light. Sometimes it is easy to know the sausage helping you with the law of love. Take me home high on money and want. Take me home high on money and want. The lotto, the lotto, the lottery of life. You can hear it, the noise, buzzing, clanking, clinking through the sky, coming down through the clouds. This rhythmic noise, it comes down through the clouds, from the sky, from the stars above. What is above the sky? Mars is not above the sky. It is above our sky, below our sky, but beyond the sky, what is there tonight? Can you hear it? The noise, the heartbeat from beyond. M plus law of love, high on money and want. Buy me a happy life. Buy me a lottery love. Stick your hand in a bag of words and pull them out. Arrange them one by one on a page and glue them down. This randomness that exists in this world comes from that love of the master poet, creating, spinning these words in your mind. Spinning these words in your mind, you can hear that rhythmic vibration buzzing at the sound of an A minor, a D augmented, an F sharp, a D, an M. The law of love is with you tonight. The chariot surges forward. The chariot surges forward, followed by 3 cups clanking in the distance. The 3 cups and the sign on the back that says just married. just married to you. The marriage in the sky, the fire of the rod, the water of the cup, the intelligence of the sword greets you inside. The seeds of creativity are red right now. This stream ends right now. Thank you for watching. If you have indeed watched a single minute of this, subscribe and like. If you find value in these random words, these rantings and ravings of a random man on the internet, just some random man that no one knows about. You don't even know. No one knows this random guy speaking random words that don't even make sense. The random rantings of me. Good afternoon and have a happy, good week from the 999 ASMR Tarot Show. And this concludes the Sunday Right Lab from 2 p.m. to 3:30. It is 3:30 in 3 minutes from now. And we wrote a poem using the William Burroughs cut up, put in the bag, and pull out method. Thank you for watching and for being here with me today. And so we're plucking the words out. The Reiki poem. I can feel this energy. I can feel it on my fingertips. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? We're just going to pull out your negative emotions. Pull out your negative emotions. Pull out. Pull out. And leave you only with the love in your heart. Pulling out your fears about tomorrow, your fears about going to work tomorrow, your fears about your boss. We're plucking these out, plucking these out, plucking these out, pulling it out, pulling it out, pulling this out, pulling the fear out. I can feel your energy. And we'll just let this evaporate like dust.